Hi everyone, today we are talking about how certain advancements in technology are currently redefining creativity.
Hello everyone. My name is Miejl Mendoza, and I'm the Girls Who Code president at my school. And a bit about my background in computer science is that I participated in STEM League's developer program in 2020, and then later in Girls Who Code summer immersion program in 2021. And now I want to major in comp sci and branch into the field of web development.
I'm Jilliene Yusi, and I am the Girls Who Code vice president, and I am currently a COVID Classy scholar, and I currently want to major in CS and eventually become an educator.
Okay. And our agenda for today is we're first going to go over a bit about the creative industry, then talk about artificial intelligence, and combine both of those topics into our main project today, which is the Magenta project, and then lastly, go over some demonstrations, and then lastly, cover the future of art with artificial intelligence. So the creative industry ranges from all sorts of things such as music, performing arts, literature, marketing, and software. The need for creativity is present in all sorts of fields. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, because the root of all solutions is just pure human creativity. For example, you need creativity to successfully promote your business, design packaging for your product, or know how to keep your employees motivated. Again, creativity is the root of all solutions. Before we talk about the main advancement of our presentation today, I want to briefly go over other major developments in our human history. For example, we have the Gutenberg press, the sewing machine, touchscreen, and 3D printing. All of these are big advancements in the world, and they've shifted the economy, production, politics, and communication, and they have all provided ways for humans to express creativity, solve problems, and see the world through a different perspective. And without these things, it's safe to say that the world would not be the same.
After talking about the past, I want to focus on the future of the creative industry, which is artificial intelligence. Now, artificial intelligence is a field which combines computer science and robust data sets to enable problem solving. Additionally, there are many different fields of artificial intelligence because AI is a broad and interdisciplinary field that draws on concepts and techniques from different areas of studies. So, a subfield of artificial intelligence is actually machine learning. And what machine learning does is that it teaches machines to learn from data and improve from that data without being explicitly programmed. So the entire goal of machine learning is actually to enable computers to improve their performance on a specific task by using data to identify patterns, make predictions, or take actions. And so what artificial intelligence and machine learning offer is the opportunity to improve certain aspects of our lives by both mimicking and going beyond human capabilities.
And now we'll finally delve into the main focus of our presentation today, the Magenta project. And in May 2018, Google announced the release of Magenta.js, which is dedicated to connecting the pipeline between machine learning, music, and art, and it highlights what machine learning is capable of and how it can be used as a tool in the creative process.
So, a quick breakdown of what Magenta is that you actually have a group of researchers, developers, and creative technologists conducting generative models research. And so with this research, you actually teach the computers to create and generate new sounds, which leads to these creative tools that share and extend the human creative process by making reproducible software that developers, artists, and even non-programmers can use.
AI models rely on machine learning algorithms and artificial neural networks to emulate a logical decision-making process. So artificial intelligence kind of mimics how the human brain works and how signals are fired off whenever we have different senses entering our brains. And basically, these models are the backbone of modern intelligence tools and are skilled at analyzing information, making decisions and predictions, and providing valuable insights. So Magenta uses differentiable digital signal processing, or DDSP, and they use a neural network to convert a user's input into complex DSP controls that can produce more realistic signals. So what Magenta does is they take user input, split it into different parts, and modify each part to produce a more realistic signal in the end, rather than taking the input as a whole and modifying that, and that way they get a more realistic signal in the end. And Magenta also uses backpropagation, which backpropagates the errors from the outputs to the inputs. So an analogy for this is take a group of students who are studying for an exam and want to improve their grades. So if they take the exam and that they get a grade that is less desirable, then they compare the grade they got to what they desire to get and look back at how they studied, like how they act in class, and how they look back at their notes to see what they can improve on and how they can get a better grade later on. So that analogy can be used to kind of describe how backpropagation works and how the algorithm goes from the end result to the input result to see what the program can change and how they can get a more desirable output for their information. And just as humans make decisions, AI needs to learn from past examples in order to make their new decisions. So Magenta's AI uses all these different data sets. For example, they have the batch doodle set, which contains over 6 years of total audio. There's different drum sets, different musical notes, and for their main source of art and drawing recognition, they use their game called Quick Draw.
Sorry.
So, Quick Draw is a game that challenges players to draw a picture of an object while a machine learning artificial intelligence tries to guess what the drawings represent. So here, Jill is drawing a pencil.
To the best of my ability. So you can see at the bottom that the AI is actually making a bunch of guesses until it can correctly guess your drawing. Keep in mind, I am not an artistic person, drawing-wise, so I'm sorry if I really botch these drawings. Oh, screwdriver. Oh, that is definitely a terrible screwdriver. I apologize for that. Yeah, somehow it knows it's a screwdriver. A goatee. Oh, a goatee's like this on their face, right? Oh gosh. So basically, you'll be able to see that obviously the machine has to work through these different datas, pictures, and sometimes they're not. Oh, does that not look like a birthday cake? I need more. He's stumped. This artificial intelligence is just beating me up. Okay, so from these different, you can see how there are different pictures that it learns from. So you can see these examples drawn by other people, and so the machine learns from these pictures. All right, so that was a quick demo of what Quick Draw looks like and how machine learning works. But moving on. So, Magenta also additionally uses a recurrent neural network. And a recurrent neural network actually uses sequential data. And the key idea behind an RNN is to maintain a memory of previous inputs and use it to inform the processing of the current input. So actually, to better understand what the recurrent neural network does, I actually made an analogy which is similar to help understand what a recurrent neural system is. We can compare it to a group of people playing telephone. And in telephone, if you're not familiar with it, one person whispers a message to the next person, and then that person who then whispers it. So it just continues on until the message reaches the last person in the group. So in this recurrent neural system, information is passed from one step to the next in a sequence, with each step using information from the previous step to update it. So the processing of passing information forward in time is known as a recurrence, and it allows the system to remember and process information from the previous steps, much like the players in the game of telephone.
Oh yeah, time for some demonstrations of how to use Magenta. Okay, here Magenta provides their own little tutorial for implementing Magenta. So Magenta is based on JavaScript, so you can implement it into your HTML website. And here they provide a little tutorial for how to for how to actually use it in your website. And here is an example of what Jill and I have created. So here's like an HTML file, and all it has is just like the title and 2 buttons for you to call the functions that we've written in our JavaScript code right here. And so these lines right here initialize the machine learning model, and today we'll be using improv RNN. And then there's the synth that provides the sound that we use with these notes. And here is our original melody within these lines of code. And here is just like a bunch of different notes, and here you could have like the starting time and end time, which is just how long that note will play on, and then the different pitches for each note in MIDI format. And here there's also a line to quantize the sequence, which just makes the melody like more beat accurate instead of having it too randomized. And here's our main function called start program, which is what actually makes the new generated melody through the machine learning. So the main part here is continue sequence from the improv RNN. And here you input a chord progression, and that's what the generated melody is based off of. And here you have the play original melody, and you use the trigger attack release to actually play the note. And you just do some on events to whenever the button is clicked, and then, yeah. So here's our original melody. Does it play sound as well? Okay, well, it plays a melody.
Well, where's the? Sorry, we're having some technical issues. Can we have the sound connected, possibly? Oh, it would have to be here. Let me That's not it.
Okay, well, basically what it does is takes your original melody, and with their method, you're able to continue the sequence based on like different data sets from what the AI has learned, like the data sets that we showed earlier, and it's able to create a melody that actually sounds correct and not like a bunch of random notes just tied together. Okay, well, they left. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so here is the original melody. Okay, that was the original melody, and with the machine learning model, that's one example of a generated melody that the machine learning model would provide, and we can try another one as well. Yeah. So through the machine learning model, they provide different melodies that you can use to like continue based off the melody you provided. So whatever you provided it like with the melody and like the bunch of notes you provide, as well as the chord progression, you can have different outputs for your generated melody.
Okay, so going over a Magenta project that the Google team actually made. So I'm going to introduce Tone Transfer. And Tone Transfer is a music app that uses machine learning that allows you to explore and create unique musical combinations. And so the technology behind Tone Transfer, it actually extracts It extracts relationships between pitch, tone, and volume from very small amounts of data. And actually, it forms a high quality and expressive audio synthesis model of the output instrument. Oh, it's not the microphone, it's the like audio of the. Mhm.
All right. The audio from the laptop is here.
Okay. Oh,
You might want to pull it back through.
okay. Thank you. Okay.
Okay, go ahead and try playing.
Oh.
Push a little.
Oh.
And is the audio volume turned up on the laptop?
Yes.
So when we plugged it in, we heard clicking, so I think it's working from here. It sounds like the problem may be on the laptop. Unplug it for me for a second. Michael Starch, can you unmute channel 3 in room 103?
Okay.
Try unplugging it. Do you hear sound out of the computer speakers?
You can hear out of the computer speakers, but only when the USB-C isn't plugged in.
Okay, so that the USB-C may be muting your audio out.
Okay. So should I just? I can connect it to the HDMI, right? Will that?
So just your laptop, when you're plugged into video, it may be rerouting your audio out the video.
Mhm.
So it'd be a setting on your laptop to tell it to use the analog out, not the video out.
Mhm.
So plug the video back in the way you had it. Are you in the middle of your talk right now?
Yes.
Well, then do you need the audio for your talk?
Yeah, it's kind of a
Okay,
such.
go ahead and plug your video in.
Okay.
Plug your audio in. And on the laptop, you need to set your audio out to be the
Um,
okay. Yep, the headphone, not the speaker. And that looks right. Okay, so
Do I?
you want it to be to your headphone out, not to
Okay.
the video out. Should you go ahead and play? You might have to hit set there first, but
Oh. One tap. Oh, there you go.
there you go.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
Okay. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Okay, so from this video, oh, but now it's not presenting. Oh, there you go. I know. Okay, so this is a video of how tone transfer works. Oh, maybe it's the video, but it worked. Oh no. Why is it doing this? Man, okay. So what do we do? Oh, let me see if I can just do a live demonstration of tone transfer.
There you go. I was going to say, try playing another file and see if we have audio. The live demo would work.
Okay, so for this live demo, is it anyone's birthday this month? Are there no? Okay. Stephanie's birthday. We're gonna sing you happy birthday. Can you sing? Yeah. I would prefer if everyone sang happy birthday with us just for the purpose of the live demo, but if you don't want to, you don't have to.
Can we all sing happy birthday for Stephanie?
Okay. I'm going to start recording, and once it hits record, we're going to start singing, okay?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Guys, it's not recording. Me too. It didn't, I'm sorry, it didn't even get it. Oh no, there's so many things going wrong. Okay. But happy birthday, Stephanie. I can just quickly like show you without having to. Should I just turn my laptop around? Oh gosh.
Sorry, guys.
No, we can just show them like how it. Oh.
Okay, this is basically what tone transfer does. So here's a cello playing. And now we can turn it into a saxophone. Yeah. So you can take any of the instruments that they provide and turn it into anything of your choosing or like of what they have. I don't know. But yeah. Or you can also add your own. Should I present on my laptop that part?
Which part?
Where
Oh.
I make the song.
Mm.
So you plug into your computer? Do you plug in?
Oh no, it's to that one.
That's why this is up. Go ahead and plug to the
Oh, it is plugged in.
flute.
Okay, thank you.
Is it working now? Is it working?
The audio? Yeah, hopefully. Oh no. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. I think it's
Okay.
usual.
Jill and I really like music, and we wanted to make our little song for ourselves, and we both don't know how to play instruments. And so we're like, oh wait, there's tone transfer. We can use tone transfer because we kind of know how to sing. So Jill and I decided to sing into tone transfer to make our own little song because we don't know how to play music. So here is an example of like an original vocal that we did. Right? Original vocal, and then we changed it into, I actually don't remember. A trumpet? Okay. And then we wanted to add just a bit more depth to it, so we have a bit of a little da-dums. Oh, pause. No. Into a violin. And we want to add just a bit more, so we have a little lower vocal. It's very low, okay. And then we changed it into a saxophone. Yeah. So those are the different aspects that we can use tone transfer in to like make our own little songs because we don't know how to play an instrument. So here is the song with all those little instruments together.
We are your future music producers.
And then with, is it loud? Do you like, does everyone hear that? Yeah. Okay, okay. So like with everything else combined, it's just. Yeah. Well, we really needed audio for this presentation. Okay. But
Okay.
yeah, that was a little song that Jill and I wanted to make with using tone transfer.
Okay, so since Magenta is an open source project, you actually have a lot of community-based contributions. And so you can see that actually you can make a lot with magenta.js, in which we actually have a side running game that creates musical melodies, and then you have your own musical sequencer that is based off the Yamaha music sequencer called Tenori On, if you're familiar with like hardware and stuff like that. But then additionally, at the bottom, you can see that we have a neural network that actually creates a melody through a user's chord progression. And these are all community contributions. So we can see that with community-based contributions, we can see how by extending the human creative process with new tools and techniques, we can unlock new possibilities for innovation and creativity. This can additionally lead to breakthroughs in a wide range of fields, from art and design to science and technology.
And the future of creative models. So a big takeaway from today is that the Magenta team doesn't want to just gear their software towards programmers, but they want to find their place in extending the human creative process and building a tool that everyone and others can enjoy. And a big question that also arises from this is, how will AI art conflict with human art? And although AI can work incredibly faster than humans and with less error, can they truly replicate the true creative spirit of humans? AI only does what humans have already done in the past, and they do what humans would do, but in a much shorter time. However, that does not equate to brand new, fresh ideas that are born out of the creative spirit. But for now, AI serves to be a tool that everyone can use to extend their creativity in a much more efficient way.
I just want to emphasize that creativity is an important part of the human existence, and it's great to see how technology can promote that. Thank you for listening.
Any questions?
Oh, any questions? Are there any questions? Yes.
Do you guys do the image stuff too, like the AI image stuff? That's all the rage in a Magenta? Is there AI image processing capabilities like there's audio?
Most of what Magenta is used for is mostly music, but they have a few like community-based projects to recognize drawings. Like there's this one project that someone has done where if you draw a shape, like Magenta will like complete the drawing for you, and that was kind of based on like that quick draw game, and it's kind of used like in the opposite sense. Yeah. Any other questions? Feel about
So he said he asked about how he he asked about ChatGPT and how we feel about it. I think with every new artificial intelligence, there's like an ethical side to it. So I feel like ChatGPT can actually be used for like good purposes and like bad purposes. The bad purposes being like students using it for cheating, or like students using it to write their essays. But also like I think with artificial intelligence with like ChatGPT, you can actually like it's a new way of like processing things and like seeing like how far we've come in like technology. So I think it's just a cool concept for to see the direction in which artificial intelligence is actually going. Oh. Wow. So he asked, how do we feel about ChatGPT, or teachers using ChatGPT to make tests? And
ChatGPT to do those tests.
there you go. To be honest, I really think that just like, I don't know. What do you think about it?
Like to create questions and all of those sorts? It also really depends on how the teachers use it. Because if the teacher uses it to kind of just give an assignment away, then that kind of it doesn't like benefit the students. But if they're using it in like an actual way, like to help them create a lesson plan for their students to actually learn and like help them actually succeed as students, then that's a way they can actually make it. Because of course, like creating lesson plans and like actually keeping students engaged is a hard thing to do. So like having that tool like such as AI to actually help you in your teaching process can actually be a good thing. But of course, there are also the downsides where teachers kind of use it to like just give their students whatever without like actually taking into consideration how it would actually impact them as a student. Well, she asked like how user-friendly Magenta would be. From like my perspective, it was like actually coding that little one where like they generated a melody. It wasn't honestly too user-friendly. Like you like really have to follow a tutorial and like go through a bunch of like different like examples and practices to actually know how it works and stuff. But like using the community-based ones, like the tone transfer, that one's like very like user-friendly to like use. But actually making your own project will actually take a lot of time, especially knowing the different functions and how the machine learning like algorithm actually works. Yeah, like actually making something is like pretty hard, I'd say.
Yeah, you really have to like dedicate your time and put your research into it, because it can get really confusing about how like the whole like JavaScript part of it works. So
All right. Thank you, guys.
thank you so much.